This is Josh Kirby, and you are listening to Media Interactive's podcast X, Y, and Z. Now let's send it to your hosts, Caleb Pearson and Andrew Matthew.
What's up, my people?
Yo.
Welcome to podcast X, Y, and Z, the world's number fun video game podcast.
Yep.
Andrew Matthew.
Yo.
How you doing, dude?
Dude, we're on double digits today?
Episode 10.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Every week we're like, the number is crazy, but it really is.
Now it's actually crazy.
It's pretty crazy that we have double digits. How you doing?
Good, man. Super good. I feel really good about last week. We had our first guest on.
Yeah, that was fun.
Jason Uri. That was super fun.
That
man.
was a good time.
What a newsworthy week after the fact.
Yeah, we're kind of swimming in news
into
today.
this weekend. It's so funny how, like, as the year ends, things pretend to settle down.
Yeah.
And then they just really don't.
Yeah.
You know, at all. So it's exciting.
Yeah. Well, because it's like the wave of everything early fall, and then there's like a 2-week fake period where you're like, dang, nothing is happening.
Right.
Which was like last week, and then now it's like, oh, you can't sleep.
Well, and like you'll see this when we go over the news, but every game that released this fall is at their first quarter of DLC or passes, you know. Yeah. So it's like everything's new again. Nothing's really old. Even Red Dead has all that online stuff. That's pretty.
That's
wild.
true. That's true.
For those of you that don't know, we are running Media Interactive. And we have a homepage amidst a YouTube channel, amidst social media. You can find us at patreon.com/mediainteraction.
Check
you
it
can
out.
even become a patron for a few dollars if you want to support us, support all the equipment and giveaways we're doing. I know we'll do a t-shirt.
YouTube live stream.
We'll do a t-shirt giveaway later this month. You can join the chat live on YouTube and also find everything we write and say and do on Patreon, and then all our videos go up on YouTube as well. But yeah, we have a ton of news to get into, so I was thinking we'll just do it.
What did Yuri say?
Oh,
news time.
Whatever it was.
We've already stopped
it. It needs to stay in episode 9. Video Game Awards, Andrew. We watched that live together.
My first Video Game Awards, your third Video Game Awards. I had a blast watching with you, Caleb.
Tell me it wasn't fun, man.
It was honestly so good. It was long, but it's long. Up until the last bit, like 30 minutes, it didn't really feel long.
Yeah.
Like it usually awards are like dragging on, but this award, I think it was because they released so many things, which was exciting. Like most award shows, you're just seeing speeches that are like useless, but in this award show, it was like, boom, game, and then awards. So I felt like captivated the whole time.
Yeah,
I thought it was really fun.
So for those of you that don't know, CBS runs a live award show on TV called the Gamers' Choice Awards, but that one is behind the times, I think. This guy, Jeff Keighley, he's a journalist. He's been just streaming Twitch and YouTube and whatever, the Game Awards for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
And they get better and better each time. There are a lot of releases and a lot of trailers and a lot of reveals, too. And so it's jam-packed. Like, it's 2.5 hours.
Has it always been like that, the game premieres?
It's always been that long, but it's mostly just been kind of weird and awkward. I mean, it's hard. Okay. That audience is hard to cater to sometimes. But I loved it, man. It gets better every year.
Yeah.
God of War got Game of the Year.
Yeah.
We saw that.
We did.
I saw that.
No, we did. I did, too.
Okay.
We were at the edge of our seat, though. We were like...
I remember my heart was beating. It was so weird. I was like, my heart should not be beating this fast. But it was. Red Dead did well, though.
Yeah, the first like half of the Game Awards was basically just them saying Red Dead different times.
And it got voice. I'm so glad it got voice performance. That made me so happy over God
Roger
of War.
Clark, man. Roger Clark is the voice of Arthur Morgan.
We put out a video on our Facebook and our Twitter of all of the Red Dead actors. Did you watch it?
No.
Oh man, they're all talking in their normal voices, but you could totally tell. It's so cool. They just do a little interview about their voice acting together. The camaraderie there was fantastic. So check that out on our social medias. But Red Dead did well.
Yeah.
Fortnite met all the expectations there as far as multiplayer, online, ongoing content, stuff like that.
They're really into the whole, like, everything is happening live, tune in right now kind of thing, which is kind of weird. Like, they were like...
It's changing, yeah.
Risky Reels is now gone live. Like, it's like a big shock factor.
It disappeared right then.
But, you know, they make their presence known. PUBG, new snow map.
Yeah.
Ton of new Stranger Things Season 3 is getting its own game.
Yeah.
Big things like that. New Mortal Kombat, new Dragon Age game, new Game Pass things. Like, it was...
And it needs to exist at this point in the year because so much is happening. So much happens at this bottleneck of the fall into winter, into all these content being released. Like E3 obviously is on its last legs, but there needs to be something here to kind of filter all this stuff
Seriously.
to us, because it's a lot. So I don't know if you have watched the Game Awards before or even know about them or anything, but if you are seeing any content now that you think is cool, you either had or missed the opportunity to watch that live, and it was cool.
It was cool.
There are a lot of different crossovers. For the first time ever, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo were all on the stage together.
Big
all
moment.
3 execs.
The Trinity.
Look it up. It's actually pretty incredible. They've been working 6 years in a row to get all of them on the stage together. They never wanted to do it, but they did. Came together in the name of gamers, is what they said.
Very cool.
You got to hear from Sony, from Microsoft, and Nintendo. All those guys. Sean, Reggie, and Phil are they're so cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. If I can make one recommendation for a game trailer, I know most of you who watch are Xbox fans. A game called The Outer Worlds is a Xbox exclusive. They played a trailer of it. There's a gameplay out of it now. It's from the people that made Fallout New Vegas. It looks like Borderlands. It looks like a space exploration game. Like it looks pretty cool. I would say if I was going to recommend one trailer to go check out and some gameplay, go check out The Outer Worlds. I think it looks cool. But there's a ton of trailers. Just look up Video Game Award trailers and you'll find something.
It's everywhere,
you'll really like.
And that's the new Microsoft Studio acquisition, so it's exciting to see. Not a lot of Xbox games came out this year. So next year, they already confirmed like Gears 5 and Halo Infinite. So it's going to be a big year coming up.
Anthem came up with a story trailer. Finally, finally some story. And we were like, just looked at each other like Destiny. Right. But in a good way so far. Like not like a, shoot, they ripped it off, but it just felt like Destiny.
We tried to get in the alpha. We did not get it.
I know. I was sad about
that. That's fine. I knew that was going to be a steep demand. So I'm still excited for that game. I think it'll be, I haven't heard anything bad from people that have played it. So it'll be cool. But yeah, one of the big things of the Game Awards was like crossovers and cooperation, and a lot of people are crossing over into Nintendo and into Super Smash Bros., which is cool. And I have that game.
Yeah, we have Smash. We've been playing a lot.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What do you think about it, Andrew?
I am having a lot of fun now. It's a grind right now.
It is a grind, Andrew. I'll be honest with you. It toes the line of like borderline obnoxious and frustrating.
I could tell there were moments where you're just like, I'm tired of this game.
You already knew on my face, before I started, I was like, this is gonna be annoying to watch and play. It's hard to unlock characters sometimes. There's definitely a grind to it.
Yeah.
The stages and the items are ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Has always been ridiculous.
Yeah.
There have always been a lot of items. But some of the stuff that goes on in the stage, 40% of my deaths are from the stage doing something to me. And I think that is so weird. Stupid.
What's up, Kirby? Kirby joined the stream.
So stupid.
Pinto, all you viewers, what's up, guys?
Yeah, shout out to our viewers live in the chat.
Have you guys played the new Smash? My thoughts is like, so for esports, it's such a competitive game. Do they turn off the items? Do they turn off, like... I'm sure they do. I don't know this stuff, but like playing the game, like the items were dropping faster than I could say a sentence.
Smash Brothers Ultimate is wild. It's so the couch co-op is so flawless.
No, yeah,
the stages are great. It's a greatest hits combination of all the Smash Brothers ever. Yeah. Every character, every stage. Totally worth it. So
I like the controller. I was worried about
the Pro controller. Yeah,
I was worried about I was worried about playing with the Joy-Con.
In the thing.
Yeah, but I was like impressed because I was like, well, GameCube controllers were great, Wii U controllers were pretty good, but like Switch, I wasn't sure. But the Joy-Cons work really well with Smash. Good. So
yeah, and I have the Pro controller, which is so nice.
Yeah,
it's Halo-esque. I mean, not Halo-esque, Xbox-esque.
Yeah, controller. No, for sure. And you said you haven't charged it in like 20 years.
No, Nintendo. It impresses me. It's so weird how they're so smart at some technology, and then the rest of it, they're so stupid. Like, I don't know, whatever, dude. Like, it serves me well.
Kirby, you're thinking about getting a Switch? I think you should get a Switch.
If you're listening to this, get a Switch. I might just buy another one, just so I can have a Switch.
2 for me.
It needs to be, especially if you're a gamer and you're ready for a secondary console or something you always have. It's so light, it's so portable, you can take it freaking anywhere. You can take Smash Brothers anywhere.
Yeah.
That has never been true before.
Yeah.
So it's great. You can stand it out, and you can fight when you're out to dinner with somebody. Like
there you go.
You
played with like a bunch of computer players, and it was just madness. On Corneria, that plane map, it was really.
And it looked so good.
Stage looked actually so thank you for reminding me. I thought the graphics were fantastic.
They do a really good job.
A major update from Wii U, which it's not like I never expect great graphics from Nintendo, but I was really impressed with that.
And every character has new and different moves too. It's not just to throw everything we've done in one game. Yeah. They tweaked a lot. They tweaked a lot of it, and it works out very well. So.
Yeah. The worry Kirby said my worries are the controllers are too small. Yeah. So that's where I was too, and I have big fingers too, and it's hard for me to text sometimes. But the Joy-Con actually runs very well. Like they give enough space between. I mean, like there's a lot of. This is a big controller, but the space in between the buttons are almost similar to a Joy-Con. I guess we have it here, and so there's like space in between the. I don't know if you can see that.
And you can even remove those and move them wherever.
There are plenty of ways to use this that are.
There's so many adapters and controllers. Nintendo has without a doubt the broadest selection of.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about. Because I was worried. I was in the same boat, but yeah, it's actually really good.
You definitely get used.
So Smash is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I hope they continually add DLC, free DLC characters. Because, dude, I want to see The Witcher. I want to see.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that till you just said that.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah. New foe approaching,
Well, and that's the thing is, so why don't we go ahead and jump into the next news item? While we talk about this.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, our favorite game, is crossing over into Monster Hunter World,
which we've never played.
2019. So Monster Hunter World is a Game of the Year nominee. Heck no, it's not a winner. But it's good. It's a role-playing game. It's more Japanese. It's more intense. It's more slow and systematic. And you go around and hunt all these monsters and dragons and stuff. The Witcher's crossing over to that, Andrew.
Yeah.
We're seeing Geralt, our guy, in another game.
Which is cool because it's he was monster hunting in his world.
Well, right.
It makes sense to see him there. But the thing is I feel really out of my my zone here because I don't know anything about Monster Hunter World. Right. I'm currently downloading the trial.
There's a trial for Monster Hunter World, free Xbox week-long trial. Recommend it. Highly recommend it.
But I like to see more of that in games.
Yeah.
I think Fortnite has done that well with NFL, with Marvel. I think that the Switch will do that well with Smash. Mario Kart has been good with adding Zelda into it, adding characters, but I really hope that we can see more of this from more games. And it seems like, from what I hear, that Monster Hunter World is really bringing him in. Not just a skin. He has his own skills from the game, from Witcher 3. I'm hoping to see a creature from I don't know. I just think that they have actually put time and effort into a good expansion. I don't know. What did you think when you saw that?
It makes all the sense in the world, you said, as far as the style of those games. But we're entering uncharted territory with these crossovers because for the first time ever, people are willing to work with others. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
And so I want to see him in Smash Bros. Everybody's rumoring that Master Chief from Halo is coming to Smash. Everybody's saying that Banjo-Kazooie is coming from Smash. All these characters that don't belong now belong.
Yeah.
The Video Game Awards revealed a bunch of Persona 5 people.
Oh, yeah,
and
I
all
forgot
this
that
stuff.
was a big thing.
Everyone's going.
Yeah.
So there is no third party means something still.
Yeah.
But it's not confined to that. And so I'm excited for that. Honestly though, Andrew, it's very hard for me to get excited about something that's new in Witcher but not new Witcher. You know what I mean?
That's very true.
They had a trailer for a top-down puzzle cartoon game, The Witcher, and I was like,
that's good. That's good. That's true.
I was like, this is just not.
Yeah, Pinto says, maybe it will go too far. I think that's true. I didn't realize until you just said that. I think that obviously we want more Witcher, and it seems like they've kind of put that to the side for a bunch of new IPs, but. Yeah, I guess the thing is it's supposed to be zany and crazy, but they already have 20,000 characters, 60+ characters
for Smash.
Yeah. So trying to bring in all these different people can be crazy.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of viewers right now. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know your thoughts.
Shout out to the viewers watching us live. We're going over some news. We talked about the Video Game Awards. We're talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate right now, and also The Witcher kind of crossing over to Monster Hunter World and what that means.
So basically, what you can expect is Media Interactive is going to be in Smash. We're going to be the new characters.
It'll be me, and then I'll just be going, "What's up, my people? What's up, my people?" And that's the thing, Andrew. There's a piranha plant. If you buy the game, you get a free piranha plant in February.
Excuse me?
It's a character. The tunnel from Mario with the piranha plant.
You can play as
so clearly anything can be an element or a playable character. So
dang, Taco Bell is getting a taco.
But I hope crossovers are great, but unless it's coming from a game I love, not to a game I love. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes total sense.
And that's where it's man, if that was the other way around, I'd be so excited.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. Yeah. We need you, Witcher.
But we get to try Monster Hunter World. There's a free trial on Xbox. Monster Hunter World. Try it. It's a Game of the Year nominee. Yeah. Fortnite Season 7. Why don't we talk about this now? We're also going to talk about the Sonic and Pikachu movies coming out.
We have so much stuff to go through, man.
I want to talk about the movies, but first, Fortnite Season 7, Andrew. Go ahead.
Guys,
floor is yours.
Put your comments now. What do you guys think? It came out Yeah, last week.
Almost a week ago.
A week ago.
7 days ago.
Today, a new update came with the sword, so there's a ton of talk about. The map is huge. The snow map really took over. I didn't recognize like the map, and I know that they took over places like they covered Greasy Grove, but I didn't even recognize it with all the snow.
Yeah.
The new places. There's a place called Hamlet something. There's another H because obviously they do that alliteration thing. But it's like old-timey, old town. It is so nice. The location is so nice. Don't sleep on Hamlet, whatever it is.
Where is it in the map? Do you remember?
It's like bottom left. It's like very close.
Yeah, okay,
it's
I know where it is.
to the bottom of the map from the desert.
Yeah.
So there's planes now. There's zip lines. There's camos for guns. A whole new battle pass. And then today with the sword. So I think that So before talking about today.
Okay.
I'm talking about last Tuesday, this past week.
Mm-hmm.
The planes are really fun. I think that I don't like how much ground transportation they have with the they have the golf carts now, they have the new AT whatever they are.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of that. I think the planes are really cool. I think that's a cool way to bring the map all different directions. I just didn't like having zooming people everywhere.
Yeah.
I thought that adding some height to the game is really cool because it's all about building. It's all about that. And then the new locations I thought were dope. I mean, what did you think about, before we talk about today, what did you think?
Well, I feel like I got what I wanted with this update. Yeah. I said a couple weeks ago, like, give me something. I want to be missing out if I'm not playing Fortnite. Yeah. And now I was. I saw this trailer for the evil Santa turned whatever it was. Yeah. And I was like, this is weird enough for me to get in. And I got in and had a wonderful time. Yeah. Because the map got bigger too, right? Yeah. It got a little bigger down there. Bigger. So I'm excited about it. What is this sword thing? Can someone tell?
Yeah, so our comments are: airplanes are fire. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Sword is OP, but love Season 7. Hamlet is the new Tilted, so I guess everyone is dropping Hamlet.
So everyone's happy?
Happy Hamlet. So replaced Flush Factory. Plans are sick. Gun wraps are by far the best addition. So people seem to be really happy.
Well,
so
good.
The sword thing came out this morning.
And what is that?
And so it drops in one place in the map.
Same place?
Same place every time. It's like the King Arthur sword where you have to hold X to, like, pull it up, and I dropped it the first time. I swear to you, 50 people dropped there. Like, the whole map is dropping there. So you pick it up, you gain immediately, I think, extra health and extra shield. It replenishes your shield. You drop everything that you have. If you pick something else up, you drop the sword. So it's just a sword.
Gotcha.
I think it's like one hit kill for everyone.
I would hope,
and you are the same speed. So it's like weird because given Fortnite, it makes sense. Put a zany sword in, put in a cool item.
So it's like big knuckle dude, colorful knuckles man.
Yeah, it is like Thanos' Infinity.
I don't watch that stuff.
It's okay. It's 75 damage, so it's not one hit kill, but the guy has a lot of health. So given Fortnite, it's not that big of a deal. However, given esports, given competitiveness,
given the bounds of reality and expectation,
the sword doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
the sword shouldn't be there. It's OP. It doesn't make sense for say, oh, we're in a tournament and now someone has a sword. That's so dumb.
Okay, let me say something real quick.
Say it.
Epic Games owns Fortnite. Yeah. Their first ever game that you ever played was called Infinity Blade. Yeah. And it was on iOS. Steam, the PC, what is it called? Like store, I guess? Yeah. PC store is now rivaled by an Epic Games store. Fortnite is officially taking over the world, and PC gamers now have an opportunity to get at the Epic Games store. Yeah. And it's very helpful. It's better than Steam, evidently. Yeah. They have removed Infinity Blade from iOS. You can no longer play it. Now they're going to put it on their Epic store and have it be its own thing. Is this sword that blade, or some people were saying it was?
We were hearing that it was. If you think that it's the sword, if you think that's an Infinity Blade, please let us know in the comments. If you're listening to this podcast, please let us know what you think.
Hit us on Twitter or Facebook or whatever.
Now that so I didn't think about that until you said it, and I'm thinking about it. The sword looks very similar. It looks very similar.
Because it's Epic. Like, the people that made Fortnite had the opportunity to make Fortnite because of Infinity Blade. I don't know if you remember playing that growing up.
Oh, of course. We were in study hall in high school playing that game.
It was the first $5 I ever spent on an app, which was a big deal.
It was a pretty game.
If you spent $1 on Fruit Ninja, it was like, this guy's for real.
This guy is.
But then you show up, you spend $5 on Infinity Blade.
Who are you?
People would say, like, I'm not worthy of being your friend.
I'm not worthy of being.
You know what I mean?
That was a hard game too. You would sit there.
Or maybe they said, I don't want to be your friend. Something along those lines.
Did that happen to you very often?
Yeah, but. Okay, no, I'm excited. I haven't seen the sword. I haven't played in like 2 days.
The nice thing about it is everyone drops there, so I can drop anywhere else and basically make it to top 10 every time.
if you're watching this, can you throw in the chat like one thing you'd like to see Fortnite do?
Yeah.
Or one update that you think, like, what element of change have they not done that they could do?
Does
that make sense?
Because they've done everything.
Well, right, and what do you do without changing the identity of the game? Some people are mad about the planes. I say it's great. Mix it up a little bit.
I think so.
Because it's annoying when it's just who is in the hill, who's in the valley when the circle gets closed. Like, I want a little bit more going on.
Yeah.
So feel free to throw your thoughts in the chat. We'll roll with them. And
confirmed Epic Games named the sword Infinity Blade. There you go.
Oh, there you go. I hope so. I hope that's the truth.
Blade, yeah.
That's so cool.
That's pretty
That
cool.
is cool to me.
Cool.
I will enjoy that arbitrary fact more than I ever will the actual game. I think that's so cool. It's like life comes full circle.
Life does come full circle. Sitting in study hall, who thought we would be playing?
You know what this means, right?
What?
Okay, so everyone, tomorrow, 7:30 a.m., we're going to meet in Sharando High School's library.
Wait.
Everyone bring a monitor and your Xbox. We'll all spawn in together.
Do you think they have a different Infinity Blade game now? Like a Infinity Blade 10 or something?
Well, there were 3 and then I think cut. Okay. But now I don't think it's on iOS at all. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Also, has anyone played creative mode?
Yeah,
I haven't played it yet. You said it's weird.
It's broken.
Silas said it's weird. Let us know your thoughts on creative mode, too.
Well, there's an update came out this morning, so it might have helped it, but when I played last week, it was broken. I couldn't put anything down.
Really?
I was literally, all you could do was copy and paste. So if there was a tree already there, but I couldn't spawn in something that didn't exist, which is a pointless creative mode.
Yeah, and they said that even at the Game Awards when they revealed it, they were like, this is early access, early access.
Yeah.
We're giving it to you now so we can fix it later. Yeah. And I appreciate the transparency there, but I haven't tried it.
Yeah, no, it's great. So, Fortnite Season 7, on the upswing for me. Season 6 went by so fast, but I didn't like Season 6.
No. And I didn't even buy it.
The zombies, and
I was frustrated with it, and we talked about it a couple episodes ago.
We did.
So all good things, and the winter updates and games is so cool. The PUBG winter update, GTA winter update, Red Dead.
That's one thing. So GTA, I'm still seeing new game modes coming to GTA Online. What community like that is?
And that's
awesome.
what I'm saying, dude. It's so cool, and Red Dead will become that.
I hope so.
Which is so great.
Listen. I haven't had no desire to play Red Dead Online. I don't dislike it, but I have no desire.
I can totally sympathize with that. I can totally agree with that.
People are awful in that game. People are not fun to play with.
Especially Tommy McVeigh.
Oh my God. I didn't think you were going to go there. I wasn't trying to set you up. Tommy, if
and so I don't know if he's listening to this or watching, but good heavens, man.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you can't. Productivity goes out the window. And that's fun. Like, GTA was the same. Like, if you're with your friends and they are not in a mood to productively work towards a better life, game over, dude.
Jeez. Rosser says, just got on the stream. Where's my free V-Bucks? Rosser,
Fortnite Season 7, dude. What are your thoughts? Throw it in the chat. What do you like? What do you dislike?
We got
what would you
free
like
V-Bucks,
to see?
But we got fun times ahead.
But
yeah, so I mean, I just think everyone, you spawn into the Red Dead Online, people kill you, and then you've accomplished nothing. And you said you can't change the gold bars into money. So like, what's the point?
And that's what really bummed me out. There's gold bars and there's cash. Those two currencies don't talk to each other. I think that's stupid.
The good part about GTA Online was I could spawn in a Lamborghini to escape people that were shooting me. I have a horse in this game. Can I escape anyone in this game? No. You will find me and you will kill me.
And you know how GTA scaled? Like, you know when your car's about to blow up?
Yes.
Guess what you don't know?
Yeah.
When your horse is going to get shot in the head.
You know nothing.
Okay? The car starts smoking and then you say, like, I'm going to get out. But the horse is like, I'm going to get off this horse because it has no head. So
you have no idea until your horse is completely dead.
To be honest with Andrew, the recordings I have from Red Dead Online are so funny.
And that's the part is like, it's highly memeable at this point.
That's the only thing. That's all the fun is right now.
I think there's potential. I'm so excited. It's just like I came from the high of the story mode and I went in online and just had a miserable time.
Without a doubt, though. Fortnite.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got so off topic.
No, you're good. Winter update, Fortnite.
Winter update, definitely excited for what happens there.
The title of this podcast, Andrew, Operation Zero.
That's such a cool name.
Such a cool name. We came up with it 8 minutes before we recorded because Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is getting a huge free update.
Yeah.
And it's actually massive, and it's actually legit. There's a 1.5-minute trailer. Go watch it. Even if you're live, open up a new tab. Go watch it now and share your thoughts in the chat.
The one time we're going to tell you not to watch us.
There's a new specialist class, an entire new character, an entire new weapons, entire new skins.
And it's free.
And the map is updated with some snow, the Blackout map, but also
a new part in the Blackout map.
So Call of Duty multiplayer maps are a part of the Blackout arena.
Correct.
They're adding Hijacked, which is a ship from Black Ops 2, and it's now in the ocean north of Nuketown.
That is just a cruise ship in the middle of nowhere. Before we get super hyped,
that's so scary.
We have thoughts from Rosser. But Fortnite Battle Season 7, it's quality. It definitely keeps it fresh and new. The planes and zip lines are super cool for mobility, but still want glider redeploy. The Infinity Sword is broken. I think that this is the best all-around battle pass, cosmetic and emote-wise. Not a bad skin or dance or anything, and the wraps of the weapon so cool. I agree with everything except glider redeploy.
I don't want that.
That's awful. That was too much combat. Like
Rosser, it was too weird, man.
It was not. I agree with everything, but are y'all excited for horses in Fortnite next week? I think it's a troll.
Is that a thing?
I think it's a troll. If that's real,
it'll be a bunch of llamas, right?
Yeah. So okay, Hijacked, Call of Duty, Blackout.
Yes. Yeah.
Every time a game comes out with a new character, it's like. And it costs $30,000. Fortnite, Rainbow Six, everything ever.
Yeah.
Call of Duty said, we've got extra options if you want to pay for it. But hey, we put in a new part of your map, new guns, new character, new skins for free.
And it's realistic. Like, a ship could just show up there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
That's going to be so scary to me.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Like, if Nuketown was isolated, it'd be crazy. But this...
I was thinking this, like, if we drop there, how do we get out? Like
You swim. I'm sure they have...
They have to have a boat.
Boats around it. The smaller...
A helicopter.
Well,
there's a helicopter pad in the map.
Yeah. It'll definitely spawn a copter there. But that is so fun, dude. And that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, Andrew, with this quarterly paid DLC crap. No. Reveal a YouTube trailer and wow us all.
Yeah.
And anybody who hasn't already bought your game will buy it.
Yeah.
And then Fortnite does a very good job of it. Of like, here's a free update if you play enough with V-Bucks, and then if you want to spend, you can. Yeah. Make spending money an if, not a like requirement.
Yeah. You know what I think the best model is, and I think what people are actually trying to copy? Overwatch. I think Overwatch has added so much content, and I've never heard of them charging $1 for any of it.
Yeah, that's true. It's just the cosmetic loot boxes and stuff.
But everything else, new characters, new styles, it's all free. Yeah. I think that's what everyone's trying to do.
Yeah.
And it's smart.
And Overwatch got they won the video game award, right, for best competitive online or something.
They got Overwatch
so
is
cool.
Still like a behemoth.
That game, man. I will remember that launch ever. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to get back into Black Ops.
Because
I have not. We're updating it now.
We're currently updating,
and it's been a while.
It has been a long time. And the thing is like we're seeing right now is that we've been able to like document all of our complaints and our successes with games.
Yeah.
And we've been talking so much about Call of Duty in the launch, and they've answered practically everything we've said.
I'm so excited. And I knew, Andrew, we said this. It'll swing back around and be the game that we play.
Yeah.
Once all these other new releases are checked off. Red Dead is a box to be checked.
Yeah. And we have Battlefield 2 now. We both
which
have
is
Battlefield.
that? Okay. Should we talk about that? It's actually kind of fun. I enjoy it a lot. It feels better than Battlefield 1 did. It's just like Battlefield 1, graphics, World War.
It's fun.
But it's so fun.
It's just a long-term investment because half of the game is not unlocked.
That's true. It's definitely not a lot of content, but it will get there. If you can find it for $30 like we did, just do it.
I think
it's so worth
I
it.
find the kills more rewarding in Call of Duty. Like, I find that thrill more, but in the full game, I find more thrill in Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
I agree with that. And one match is 30 minutes. Yeah. It's, like, perfect.
Yeah.
So, if you're friends with me on Xbox, you can check out some clips or look up, any sort of trailer or anything for it.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, but I think the difference is Call of Duty launched a full game, and now they've been updating it. Battlefield launched a half-updated game, and now they're trying to recover. I think what Call of Duty is doing really well is they're adding content, but it's making it different because they already launched with a full game. When it came out, we were like, yes, this is a Call of Duty I would spend $60 on. When Battlefield came out, there was 2 game modes.
Oh, it was brutal. Yeah. But I do like having the game already purchased at a massive discount. Yeah. Every morning I wake up and like, here's what we fixed. Here's this. Here's this. I'm like, sweet. That's going to keep me coming back.
Yeah.
I might never regularly play Battlefield 5, but I might try it 20 different times over the next 3 months.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm excited about that.
Should be good.
One more news item, and then we can kind of wing what we want to talk about if we want to keep going. But Detective Pikachu was already revealed. We kind of already talked about that a little bit. But Sonic the Hedgehog is now getting its own movie. If you're watching live, feel free to chat your thoughts on these movies. Maybe how excited you are or how likely it is going to be good on a scale of 1 to 10. Pikachu, there's a 50% chance it's worth it. Sonic, there's a 3% chance it's worth it. Tell me I'm wrong. What do you think? Did you watch the stupid Sonic teaser?
Okay. Well, see, I've never been a huge Sonic guy, so I think what I've heard most people talk about in the community.
That's a good point.
And I have to, we have to say this. We said this with Lion King, but we have to say it. The biggest part of these movies is taking your little cousins, your little siblings, and saying like, "That's my childhood," and then having that moment where they're like Pikachu, or they say something about Lion King, and you're like, you have this childhood. Then that's the thing. But at the same time, like, the way that they're trying to make Pokemon and Sonic to be like almost adult movies is kind of strange. And I haven't seen that much with Sonic, but with Pokemon and the animation for both styles, it's like, let's cater to the 20 to 30-year-old men and women who want to see these characters and put Ryan Reynolds to say raunchy things as Pikachu.
It's weird.
It's kind of weird.
I don't know. It doesn't blend well for me.
Yeah.
It really doesn't sit well. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how those movies get, reviewed.
Yeah.
No video game movie has ever done well except for Ready Player One.
And that's what I was just about to say is like, where do video games play into movies, and where has it ever been successful?
And here is where it has been successful. When movies bleed into video games, not the other way around. The reason The Last of Us is a massive undertaking and well received is because it's so cinematic and story driven. You're watching a movie.
Yeah.
It was motion cap, performance cap, voice cap, movie.
Yeah.
Red Dead, cutscenes and dialogue and whoa. Like when you're not playing, you're more engaged than when you were playing.
Yeah.
They can't flip that coin. They can't. They've tried.
Yeah. And
it's so funny because in the Video Game Awards, that Mortal Kombat trailer, I was talking to a friend of ours from high school. He was like, that song was weak sauce for that trailer, that rap song. And I said, I know. It reminded me of the Assassin's Creed movie with Kanye West in it. Do you remember that trailer?
And that movie flopped too.
It's just why? Like, the way they blend it, it's just they're trying to get the money from every 18 to 28-year-old gamer.
Yeah.
But that person is spending their movie ticket money on games.
Yeah. Pinto says Halo TV show. You're right. That show was good. Okay. Well, that's not a movie, though. That's where it's different.
And no, well, exactly. TV, Avatar TV, dope. If Sonic and Pikachu had their own Cartoon Network show, that would sell so well.
Yeah.
And to be clear, one of the Halo TV shows is good.
Yeah,
one is absolute butt.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay?
But that one that was good was so good. Yeah.
And they're working on one, legit one.
They?
I don't know if it's HBO or who.
That's cool.
But the closest we've gotten is like they're almost there, Andrew.
Yeah.
The Game of Thrones fantasy is so close.
Witcher, dude. They have a Netflix TV.
The Witcher is coming to Netflix and
But that's the thing is we're talking about movies, TV shows are different. It's hard to put in an hour and a half.
Yeah, and so it'll be very interesting. But TV. I mean, that's my jam.
Yeah.
And that's where they have found success before. But it's just an uphill battle. Tomb Raider was one of the first ones to be franchised as a movie, and it just doesn't. I feel bad, but it just doesn't do well. So it'll be interesting to see.
It's a weird audience to hit in movies. It's like a weird thing. Like with TV, it's just so much more accessible. Yeah. There's so many different things you can do with TV. In movies, it's like one shot and it's gone. Like you make one mistake, you're done. The whole movie's gone. Yeah. So it's just kind of weird. Yeah.
So true.
We went through a lot of news really fast.
That's like all the official news on our side.
We covered everything.
If you're in the chat, how about this? If you're in the chat, post your game of the year. Ooh. Or your thoughts on any of the news we just covered, or anything you would like us to talk about. Ask us anything. AMA. Ask me anything. The Bumblebee trailer.
And the Bumblebee reviews.
Yeah. The reviews are more important. That's true.
It was sitting at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And that warms my heart because Transformers I shot Transformers in the head and walked away from it a couple movies ago.
Yeah.
But I loved the first one and enjoyed the second one, so it'll be cool to see one of those movies.
Yeah, I didn't know the director did Kubo. I love that movie. I think that style was really good, and he did something else that I was really impressed with. And the first trailer that came out for the movie, I was ready to shoot it right in the face. And by this last trailer, I was like, dang, like
it just looks like they did very well.
It did.
Make the emotional parts robotic instead of unnecessary characters. Oh yeah. So I'm excited for it. Do you think we're gonna get to a point where there's a Fortnite movie?
Yeah.
And like soon?
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think there's gonna be like TV shows, movies.
And gosh darn it, it's gonna sell so much money no matter what happens.
I think that the blend between like reality and the video game is going to continue to combine to the point where like Ninja is real. They're going to start to bring him into the game. Like, they're going to make a ninja character, and then the lines are just going to get blurrier and blurrier and blurrier until some dude, I don't know, like, they already did the holographs of, like, rappers at concerts. Like, Fortnite is going to take over, and I'm not, like, thinking any conspiracy, like, they're going to take over the government or anything, but, like, it's going to be a movie, it's going to be a TV show, the characters are going to live outside of their...
It's crazy.
It's like, so one of the cool things that I did see was like someone on the Reddit, someone's son was like, I really wish that there was like a chicken nugget defender, and he drew like this 7-year-old drew some pictures, and they put him in the game. Right. That just is gonna go so far because they have the ability to do whatever they want. Kids are dressing up for his Halloween, like the lines are just gonna get blurred, man.
I am scared that Disney or EA is gonna buy Fortnite or something very weird happens where it loses
Luke Skywalker
where it loses its gusto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want Epic to stay them.
Yeah. I was playing with we randomly filled on our squad today, and the guy's gamer tag was something 2009, so he's born 2009. So we started talking to this kid, and the kid was like, I used to like Mario Kart, then I realized that Fortnite was the best game ever. And I was just like, it just hit me, like, everyone in that year is now considering that the greatest gaming experience of their life.
I still come across people even our age that are like, wait, Fortnite didn't win Game of the Year. And I'm just like, no, it didn't. It did not. Okay? It didn't. But, and again, that's a like logistical issue. They don't realize that everyone's Game of the Year has to come out that year. That's the point of the yearly award. If it was which game was most played this year, like obviously Fortnite. But people just look through so many people are introduced to the worlds of video games through Fortnite. Yeah. So it's this filter effect where you come to Fortnite and then you hear about all this other stuff in the world of video games. Yeah. And you're like, how does this compare to Fortnite? How is it not? And Fortnite is such a cool recipe, but for us that didn't grow up on it to see it and treat it as one thing, to most Fortnite players, that's the thing.
It's the thing. Like, the thing.
There's no other option.
In the world.
And parents are on board with it because they'd be disowned as parents. You know, kids would just riot. But it's crazy.
The money's going.
So freaking wild to think about.
Yeah, it's becoming an economy. Like, it's becoming like a real world.
And sequels to well-known games are doing worse and worse. I mean, Red Dead's an exception. Big games like that I don't mean. But Far Cry New Dawn, that new trailer's coming out.
Oh, yeah, check out that trailer. Let us know what you think about that.
It's
weird. If you're a huge Far Cry fan. Now, to be fair, they always do a Far Cry and then a weird Far Cry. Remember they have the dinosaur one?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So they always do. They do that on purpose, but I don't know why, but they do it.
No, so they have oh man, it's Ubisoft and then it's somebody else. There's a B team, B team. One B team is working on those alternate ones.
Yeah, because I remember getting one by accident. I thought it was a new Far Cry game, and it was like 3D dinosaurs, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, no, we planned, like, don't worry, it's not Far
weird,
Cry.
But, and they're just not clear about that. I wish they were.
Yeah, all they did is reuse the Far Cry 5 map, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's a direct sequel to Far Cry 5. I don't know if you know what happens at the end of Far Cry 5.
Spoilers.
Should I say it?
Do it. Spoiler cast.
It blows up. The whole map blows up. Post-apocalypse has happened. Yeah. So New Dawn is post-apocalyptic Far Cry 5, and you're these girls. Yeah. And it's like, it's that recipe of humans in the apocalypse. Like, I don't think there are zombies. It's like it's like Fallout-ish. Yeah. Wasteland, and then it's people. It's clans and. basically what was racially and systematically socially driven in Far Cry 5 is now survival and just survival of the fittest kind of post-apocalyptic stuff. Yeah. It just looks weird, and no one gets hype about that. No one is like, the new Far Cry is gonna be sweet. People are like, what? A new Far Cry's out?
Yeah.
It's because it has to be different now. Yeah. Like Fortnite, nobody saw coming, and there will never be a Fortnite 2. Yeah. You know, so the recipe is changing, and Halo comes out next year, and it's called Halo Infinite.
Ooh.
It's not called Halo 6.
Yeah.
No one wants to be identified as the 6th version of something.
Yeah. Pinto said the trailer looked like 76 trailer. Yeah. It looked like a Fallout.
There you go. The weird weird trailer.
It literally looked like 76 trailer.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. Great point. But it's just so, like, Gears of War 5 is what it's called, apparently, coming out. Other than that, I don't know many games that are rolling with the numbers that high.
Yeah.
I know, like, Final Fantasy's on.
Assassin's Creed ditched the number.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I heard, though, they leaked it. It's going to be the Roman Empire.
The new Assassin's Creed for next year?
Yeah. They're going to switch, because everyone likes the Greek.
Everyone loves it, man. Odyssey is wild.
So they're going to... where are you in that game? Are you still...
I'm still an hour and a half into it, probably.
So you haven't grinded that?
Well, when I get on and play, I don't do the quests. I just have fun.
Oh, you just mess around.
Nice. Yeah.
Same thing with, like, Spider-Man. It was just
exactly. Exactly. So it is very cool. It's so different. If you can get Assassin's Creed on the cheap and you like those games, I'd recommend it. It's very different in a very good way.
Is there a multiplayer in those games? There was, like, a multiplayer.
Well, it's funny you say that. Assassin's Creed Unity messed around with multiplayer.
I remember
I tried getting online with Aaron, our buddy, and it just wouldn't work. And then they got rid of it, and I think it's just no longer
they just got rid of it?
It's just no longer a thing. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's so weird, right? Because it's a big-time name trying multiplayer, and then just getting, like, it came back in their face. And then there's Fortnite, which I know has saved the world and all that, but it's just like, people have these spheres of influence in video games, and people are trying to merge and cross over, and it's working in some ways, but not in others.
Wow, here is a statement that I'm glad we sat here and waited, because Pinto says, I'd say Forza Horizon 4 Game of the Year. If they could fix the money issue. There's no progression. You can buy a Lamborghini 30 minutes in. That is an interesting thing. Like, for the sake of conversation, I'm not going to say I disagree, because I haven't played it. Yeah. But that is wild, because... it shows the power of Game Pass, and I know we say this, but, like, it is kind of cool, though, that they launched a game that was so much about community and play together, and they said basically it's free.
Did you buy it, Pinto, or did you get Game Pass? Either way, though, I love to hear that, and subjectively, that's his truth. Yeah. Like, we can't say that's not your game.
That kind of makes you want to play the game, like, what am I missing out?
And that's so cool. Yeah. And again, like, you're going to latch onto a game.
Yeah.
And we latched onto Red Dead.
He said he bought it, so he even bought it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think that's cool. Josh Carley says Overwatch Game of the Year.
So 2 years ago, bro. Actually, wait. It didn't even win Game of the Year, I don't think. 2016. I'm trying to remember what that was.
I don't know.
Dragon Age or something. But, yeah, no, that's cool to hear.
Yeah.
So also, the Video Game Awards are the big-time Game of the Year. God of War won that. Not a surprise. I can totally see that. Other gaming outlets have now released their nominees. So if you go to IGN's website, it's right there. IGN's Game of the Year nominees are ... They have more nominees. And Horizon is on there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
There are a couple other ones on there, too, that I hadn't heard of. And those are like little indies and little niche, people that love the games. But Forza is getting mad credit.
That's cool because it's also a game, like, you can't hurt each other. It's like if Red Dead was, like, passive.
That's why it's so successful. And it's like, if you like racing games... you're really not going to like being on PS4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, I actually don't. What are you saying?
Forza.
Oh, yeah.
Horizon and Motorsport are Xbox, Xbox, and then Switch has the arcade racing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's so cool to see that if you are into those games, you must be so happy with Xbox always. Like, that's so cool because I don't personally like those games too much. Yeah. But they're beautiful. Like that trailer or that trial for Forza and the different seasons. And I was like, whoa.
I wish it was a little bit more arcadey. That's my thing. I wish it was a little bit more like Mario Kart.
And I'm so far on the other end. Like, I want it silly.
Yeah.
I'm a Mario Kart player. Like, that's I identify with that game. Yeah. And I play online all the time and love it.
You might be excited for the Banjo-Kazooie or Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot, yeah. The Crash Bandicoot reveal. It's basically a remastered Crash. It's exclusive to PS4. I'm definitely going to get that.
Exclusive to PS4?
I think so. Oh. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, okay, so... It's one of those ads.
I saw it on Xbox.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. You know how they like do commercials and then it ends with one of them?
Sony. Yeah.
The place to play.
Yeah.
You're right. It is coming.
I think it's that's a good Xbox arcade racer.
Throw it to Game Pass, please.
That's gonna be our broken record.
So done with that.
Throw it on Game Pass.
Yeah, make a shirt. Throw it on Game Pass.
Throw it on Game Pass. But 2019, you hear it now. Hear it me. 2019 is gonna be the year Game Pass. Heard it.
I hope so.
Because Phil Spencer said, we've been surprised and shocked, and we want we want our new studio. Yes.
Yeah, that is true that game is coming to Game Pass. Everything Microsoft launches themselves goes to Game Pass. It's so funny that they launched Game Pass and then launched one Xbox game, Forza. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That is a weak sauce. Great game, but you can't launch one game a year.
Sea of Thieves.
Was that this year?
Yeah. I believe. Am I wrong? I might be wrong.
I think Game Pass came after Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, you might be
Does that make sense?
You might be right, yeah.
Either way, nonetheless, it'll be so cool when Microsoft starts cranking out games, because then it'll be day one, you see it. You can just play it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Dang, we covered a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
That was good. There's a lot of gaming to be done.
A lot of gaming to be done, for sure. Christmas schedule is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah,
We're getting creative with some fun media interactive
like you guys know us, we're content creators. Like, podcast is a way for us to fill that, but we have we love like comedy sketches. We love just being actors, like being stupid. So we want to do something for you guys for Christmas for that. Test out our.
So are we cool with next Tuesday status quo?
Next Tuesday regular show.
December
we'll be
18th.
Here, but we won't be because Christmas is on Tuesday, guys. Yeah. Unfortunately, we love you guys, but Christmas is Christmas.
Yeah.
But we have
we'll
something
reveal
special.
what we're doing.
We'll have something special for you guys. We've got something in the works.
Check out our Patreon homepage. There's free stuff there. We also wrote up our personal game of the year.
I enjoyed writing that.
I loved reading yours, dude.
Thanks,
it was so fun.
Yeah.
It inspired me to write mine. That's a post. We shared it on social media. Go to patreon.com/mediainteractive and it's there. It's literally everyone can read it.
Check it out.
Check it out for sure. We'll see you guys soon.
Xbox, on social media.
A lot of fun stuff coming out. Subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't already. Feel free to share us around.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining the chat. Feel free to become a patron and be eligible for all sorts of giveaways.
It feels good to just talk to you.
Yeah. There's no guest to entertain.
It's just me and you.
But
I
love it. I love it, man. I love it.
Thanks,
Much
guys.
love, everybody.
You guys rock.
Keep on gaming.
Peace.